First off, tell me your name and titles.
Well, I'm Grant Miller. I'm the owner and general manager of Collier Springs Country Club.
I'm David Rush. I'm the president of Collier Springs.
First off, Grant, tell me a little bit about your family's history with Collier Springs.
Well, kind of, we all started back in 1935 with a vision that my grandfather and his brother had. They wanted to kind of bring something to Rome. There weren't many golf courses around, so they decided to open up Collier's. My grandmother wanted us to have a nursing home, the first nursing home in the area, but my grandfather and his brother thought, country club would be great. So they started that. We started out with mainly a two-story snap bar, and it's still a part of the property now. Then we went on and built upon from there. Yeah.
David, you said you're, I guess, a family legacy at Collier Springs. Tell me about that.
Well, I have been a member here since I was born. My dad was a big golfer in Rome in the area, and he was a member here when I was born, and I've been a member pretty much the whole time, my entire life.
Explain to me, what does Collier Springs mean to you?
Friends and having fun. There are a lot of good times here. Everybody welcomes new members, old members. It's just, once you step on the property here, you're one of us, and it's just a great community in itself.
Yeah, it's just a family. We pretty much are a big family, because I mean, all members are recommended by current members. People just walk in and join Collier's. We're all just kind of, we bring in members and friends of ours, and they join, so it's just a big family.
What all does Collier Springs offers, Grant, other than just golf?
Well, we do have our banquet facilities and our restaurant, which will be opened again in the near future. We're currently undergoing renovations with that, and we also have business. We've got fishing. We have river access for our members. We allow members to use our river access for various things. Let's see here. What else? We do have our tournaments. We have 6 tournaments a year. Anything else? What else? We do all.
You got one of the largest swimming pools in the state now.
Yes, we do. Yeah, we have one of. Originally, we had one of the largest swimming pools in Rome, Georgia. We do. There might be a few now that are bigger, but back when it was built, the original pool was built back in like the 40s. I believe that's correct. And we just added on and remodeled it ever since that. But back then, it was a very large pool. Yes.
Obviously, the economy has been through the ups and the downs. Explain why Collier Springs is maintained through the economic situation, and just the benefits of new members joining.
Well, new members are always great. I mean, they help build the club up and, all contribute in some way. But what's made us survive is that everyone, we're like I said, we're a family. We've always pushed through. People, volunteer their time for things. We put, sometimes, even with the hard times, we got things done through volunteer work. Done by members, me. We just put, we got in there and just pulled up our sleeves and, painted, done a little bit of everything. I guess that's a good answer to that question.
What does it mean to you, David? Just the family environment here at Collier Springs, the membership, the things to do, just not for you, but for your family.
Well, I think being outside is an important thing. I'm working office all day, and when you get off work, you want to go play golf, go fish, go do something that's here. If you want to have a meal with some friends, this is a great place. You don't have super long lines. It's just an easy place to walk into and feel comfortable.
What are some of the when you talk about other clubs, what does Collier Springs offers, and as far as just not things, but benefits and price values that other places can't bring to the table like Collier Springs?
Well, being private, we don't have, it's a little different. Well, since we're private, we're able to do a lot more for our members. We actually we don't have large crowds and stuff usually on the golf course. We're able to, people can get out and play and on average between an hour and a half or 2 hours, 9 holes. So it makes our 9-hole environment kind of is great for that, because people can come, on their breaks sometimes and play golf. And I guess there's anything else you want to add? Or?
No, but Collier's also can do things upon request. If a guest wants to do something that's out of the ordinary, if they want to have a party here, if they want to have a charity event. We've had some great charity events. For a few years, we were having a 2-club tournament here and donating the money to charity. And that was a lot of fun. And
yes,
we've had the big break. We've had a big break, Collier's, that created some excitement and made some money for another charity. So, you know, we're open to our members giving suggestions or asking requests. Can we use the club for this? Can we use the pool for this? Can
Right.
we use the lake for this? You know, a fishing
Right.
tournament.
Oh, yeah.
You know, things like that. We're just, you know, what's here is for the members to use. And if they need it for something out of the ordinary, then have at it.
Yeah, just through feedback from members, that's how we kind of get an idea of what we do each year. Like our board will meet and we'll decide on events for the whole year, often, you know, at the beginning or throughout the year, just through recommendations through members from them. So that's kind of how we decide what we do every year. So it's not always the same. We'll have different parties, different events. It's never the same. So it's always changing, evolving. I guess that's another thing what members like is we always have, it's not always repetitive. You know, there's always something new that we're doing or something we're working on or always changing, which makes it a great environment.
You know, that brings me to my next question. What's in the future store? You mentioned some renovations. What can we see, you know, improvements and new things coming from Collier Springs?
Well, a fresh coat of paint is going to go a long way. So we're doing a lot of painting in terms of that, and cleaning out old areas of the clubhouse to be used for other things like extra lounge areas, more comfortable places with some couches, things like that will be added. We're actually going to be updating all of our pool equipment in the near future. We're also looking. We do have the property to where we can expand our club to from 9 to 18 holes eventually, but that's on the line a few years. But yes, we do have plans like with courses. We're adding new tee boxes, changing holes. Adding to the beauty. We've added multiple new trees to the property recently. We're adding our symbol for the club's the willow tree, but there's history behind the willow tree with the club. But yeah, we've taken saplings and been replanting them on the property. Nothing gets wasted here, so we reuse and do things like that. So we planted 20-something willow trees over the past month, and just adding beauty to the area. We like to consider it a green space, not only for our members, but for this particular area around right over here in East Rome. We just try to keep this green space beautiful for everyone to use, because with all the development around here, there's not much of that anyway. So we're hoping to kind of keep with that mentality, have a clean green space for the area. So yeah.
And David, finally for you, what would you recommend, or what would you tell folks the big recommendation for Collier Springs?
Well, I would ask anybody who enjoys golf, who enjoys fishing, or enjoys the pool, and they're looking for somewhere that they can just walk in and be welcomed, this would be the place.